Hey, this dude did an I Pursue My Child at Tom Gate in every Dynasty Warriors video. I pursued my child at Tom Gate in every Dynasty Warriors game. Yo, yo, did anybody see watch the Happy Gilmore 2 movie? Yeah, I think so. I'm at probably watch that tonight. Hmm.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. when you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Bruins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hawkeyes offense will have the opening possession of the game. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort, because then he can really be at his best.
The Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They want to run it left here. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Kruger. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll ride the hot hand. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get out to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in, because this passing attack, it's lethal, because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Walker to throw. Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Kruger.
Thank you. Good
He's
stop,
going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And they decide to trot out the kicker from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Smashes it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So UCLA's offense will get the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game.
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. He's got a head of steam. Boy, he is hard to bring down.
That was terrible.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
What in the world just happened?
The senior gave him.
Oh, he got hit. That's what happened.
But they couldn't make the connection. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Creates a little room, and he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Bring in the heat.
That's a zap, man.
Hit as he got rid of the ball.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help field position. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engage, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for a crease, it's Cox.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Floating away. With the catch, it's Cox. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the knee on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Matthews. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of
Dang,
downs.
he knocked him on. Oh. All right, I'm back, fellas.
How about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Brandon here?
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere
Bro,
for that running back to go.
played
The
against
offensive
Iowa
line got
here?
moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Looking to fire. Got it in the middle,
here
it's Matthews.
ridiculous.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Better find the earplugs.
Yeah.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Makes the grab. At the 20, he's got space.
This is something
That
else.
will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Nuts.
Man down on the play as the officials take a
you know,
break
they
to let him be
got,
checked out.
everybody all
And the
yellow
Bruins
black,
are on the
you know,
move.
it's nuts.
They're going to run it.
Ooh, good block.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football and make sure you get them on the ground.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Penn State is going to enjoy the trip back to Happy Valley after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Beaver Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Kruger. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yards.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Picks up the first down, still moving. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They've already converted a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 39. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Walker will fire. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Ooh, good pick.
Intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Snags it over the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Flores. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. Slithers into space.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback moving. He's going to take off. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. They're working that left side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got it on the move. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
Walker to throw. Makes the catch. It's Pickett. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Iowa City. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bruins can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He stopped almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got a man, it's Cox. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Punch it out of the air. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Bruins have their offense in high gear. Give to the back. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. Third and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Lost the fire on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Cox. And he strides his way into the end zone.
Philly, man. Philly.
No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone.
I need to get back on Lego.
Will fire. Trying to set up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna see
Screen
what
passes, I
they
want those
doing with
defensive
Brick
linemen to
City
run right
on
up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Leaves it with the running back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
It's still like, you know, thousands of people
and
that's
gave up a
playing
touchdown and let them build the lead more. You really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
It's complete to the right. He gave it a big effort, but he stopped at the 22. Not quite enough to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Oh, yeah.
He'll field the punt and look for room. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds.
The
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer is a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on.
Next going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bruins! And the pummeling has started. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he finds no running room at all, and the 3rd quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the 4th. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here.
Up 28-3.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza.
I talked to you,
Out
man.
of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Tone and Willie, man.
Knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
You know them, like,
they plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down coming.
Look, you got.
Sends it back in motion.
You got to talk to both of them.
To throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball.
Look,
you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
You know what you said,
Down
man.
in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Skips away from pressure. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over.
They both was like handling
it,
it, man. They both just kept going with it.
UCLA will go back to work on offense.
And Tone was Tone was like, "Oh, I'm gonna handle it all right."
Obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the
Tone,
second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The Bruins are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team.
Touchdown, UCLA! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Walker will fire. He's got him. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Hawkeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short.
Oh, they gonna always try to audible out of that.
Looking to throw for it.
Okay, that's some
shit. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Iowa! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work.
Yeah, they crowd quiet.
They had in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. And the Bruins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He holds it in and nobody's close. Touchdown, Bruins. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Walker to throw. Pressure coming. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this team.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is
from the
looking
top
like
of the
a
building.
great outcome.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack.
No, I'm just kidding.
He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pulls it in, it's Shelton. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the done.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't.
Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And the defense gets the big down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to...
Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Walker will fire. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. This is what you're looking for when you have